Perhaps you're listening to this session because for some time now you've felt like any day now you're going to be found out and exposed as a fraud, or that people around you believe you're more competent than you really are. It could be that you feel your successes have only been down to good luck, rather than down to your actual talent and skills, and if people only knew what you were like, deep down, they'd see that you are a fake. It's been estimated that 70% of people experience imposter syndrome at certain times in their lives. Numerous celebrities have reported feeling like a fraud, including the actress Emma Watson, the writer Neil Gaiman, and even the great physicist Albert Einstein, who, at the end of his life, said, "The exaggerated esteem in which my life work is held makes me very ill at ease. I feel compelled to think of myself as an involuntary swindler." Interestingly, people who really are imposters, the kind of people who boldly use fake qualifications and charm to bluff their way into a high-status job they're totally unqualified for, usually feel very little self-doubt or insecurity, and often have an elevated sense of their own entitlement. It's also very useful to remember that people who are truly incompetent at their jobs are typically oblivious to that fact. In a series of experiments at Cornell University in 1999, researchers found that the poorest performers on any given task are actually less able to notice their incompetence and that they have a mistaken belief in their own superiority. In contrast, the people in those experiments who were the most capable and skilled were more prone to self-doubt and tended to underestimate and undervalue their own abilities. The truth is, we all go through periods in life where we're a complete beginner at something, where we're just finding our feet in a new job or in a new environment, and it's perfectly normal to feel like a fish out of water who's expected to climb trees in times like that. But a more subtle form of imposter syndrome can also occur in people even when they've been working in their field for many years. For example, stop right now and make a fist with your right hand. Squeeze it tightly for a moment, and then open your hand again. Good. Now if I asked you to tell me in words how you did that, to describe exactly what you did to move the fingers and the thumb, how you willed each muscle, joint and tendon to make up the positions that they did, so that your hand went from being open to being curled into a tight fist and then opening out again, and how you were able to carry out this complicated maneuver so quickly and easily you'd have trouble giving me an intelligible answer. You just did it. For you, it was no big deal. In the same way, people who have developed deep, intuitive skills in any activity or field of work often have great difficulty knowing how they do it. So even after you've been working in a field for many years, it's easy to worry that you're somehow just winging it. Whereas the reality is much more likely to be that over time, you've developed skills and abilities that are so natural and intuitive to you that you simply don't appreciate anymore how hard those skills and abilities would be for someone else to learn. The hypnotic part of this session is going to help you to calmly detach from those old thoughts of self-doubt so that you're free to relax and get on with your work in a state of calm, focused flow. It's also going to help you feel much more at ease with your own successes so that you can acknowledge your own strengths and abilities in a fairer, more even-handed way.